I still remember the first time I really understood what my family was dealing with. It wasn't just a string of accidents or bad luck. It was something far more sinister, something that had been following us for generations. My great-grandfather's journal made it all painfully clear. He was a man of science, brilliant but obsessive. Not the kind of scientist who tinkers with harmless experiments. He wanted to bend life itself, to discover the secret to longevity and youth. Every page of his journal was filled with meticulous notes, sketches of anatomy, formulas, and observations of something he simply called the creature. The creature was small, fragile-looking, yet terrifyingly alive. It had thin limbs, pale skin that seemed almost translucent, and eyes that glowed faintly like coals. My great-grandfather described the first day he captured it, how it moved like liquid, slipping out of any grasp, how a touch burned yet healed almost immediately. He wrote, "It understands fear, it senses pain, it is not malicious yet, but it remembers." For months he experimented on it. He tried potions, small surgical procedures, tests of its strength and reflexes. He fed it fresh blood, sometimes animal, sometimes human. That's when things started to go wrong. Every time he tested limits, someone in the family would die. Not by chance, not by their own hand. It was the creature marking its boundary, showing that it controlled the balance of life in our bloodline. He became increasingly meticulous. He built cages, elaborate isolation chambers, and contraptions designed to restrain the creature. Nothing worked. It healed immediately if harmed, even regenerating from wounds that should have killed it. And it always needed fresh blood to survive, but never wasted it. It consumed only what was necessary, leaving behind a sense of malevolent intelligence, as if it could distinguish who mattered and who didn't. According to his journal, this had been going on for decades. Each generation of our family saw sudden deaths, car accidents, attacks by animals, mysterious fires, and inexplicable illnesses. Yet somehow, one person always survived: my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, and eventually me. The rest of the family line vanished, leaving only one heir alive to continue the bloodline. My great-grandfather's obsession was simple. He believed that if he understood the creature, if he could control it, he could achieve eternal life. Each test was a step toward mastering it, even as the creature seemed to study him back. The journal entries became darker over time. I see it thinking, I feel its patience. If I hurt it, it heals stronger than before. It learns. I fear it will learn faster than I ever could, and yet I continue. The lure of immortality is too strong. Some nights I could almost hear him in the margins of the journal, pleading silently, warning us not to trust happiness, not to hope, not to build families. Because each time someone bore children or tried to settle, a death followed, always leaving one survivor, one to carry the curse. I spent weeks reading those pages, imagining the creature in its cages, watching, waiting. I could feel it in my own home, in the shadows of my apartment, in the reflective gleam of windows at night. Every rustle in the trees, every crash of an animal, every faint creak in the house made me flinch. It had been hunting our family for over 70 years, but it never killed without reason. It was selective, precise, intelligent. And now it was me, alone, haunted by the deaths of everyone I ever loved. Alone, with the knowledge that this thing had been perfected by decades of human observation and manipulation. Alone, knowing it remembered every slight, every hesitation, every fear in the bloodline. I cannot say what I would do if it came for me directly. Could I fight it? Could I escape it? My great-grandfather didn't survive. My grandfather didn't survive. My father didn't survive. The pattern is clear. But I am left with the journal and with my own fleeting days, trying to piece together a strategy, trying to understand something that might be beyond understanding. Every page I turn makes the air colder. Every night, I see shadows moving differently, as if the world itself knows it watches me. I wonder if it can feel my fear as clearly as it felt my great-grandfather. If it can, I hope it respects the ritual of the bloodline, that it will leave me alive until the moment it decides I have failed, just as it has with every generation before me. I am learning to anticipate it, to read the faintest shifts in the wind and the light, to track the echo of something that moves without sound. But there is one truth I cannot escape. The creature will always win. The question is not if, but when. And I fear, deep down, that the day it comes for me, it will come with a finality that will end a century of history, and perhaps, finally, the line of my family.